Madness. I said, yo, man, I got me up. I want to let be live where I swear, not easy. My been rapping, my home, and I get it. My girl was doing, I'm breaking the profit. On my way, people calling me names, all the trouble I see, I ain't do at the peace. When the suffering, the sources, I can't pay the code, only how I can pay. Sooner or later, my hustle pay. Never, and I'm rushing myself. Keep it cool, everything I'm a CC. Do my rushing, I'm probably chasing. One day. I'll get it cool. One day,
I'm also gonna pay one day. Enemies, they're gonna see my face. Me, I know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Enemies, they're gonna see my face. Me, I know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. Yeah. My mama was so ashamed. My papa was so angry. My friend was your money. Any mess that will come on and miss. So I'm on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this person. I'm looking for money. Looking for money, oh. Looking for money. I want to make mama happy. Want to make papa happy. Want to make all my brothers and sisters to come around me.
Yeah, not the cool. Why you know you hustle? Why saying the go by the Genesis? Shall come at the fire, shall come at the power. I feel be working on Wednesday. You must look for the mile, you must look for the mile. All in the dark, all in the dark, all in the week, all in the week. All in the sun, the woman was so ashamed. No more air.
My papa was so angry. My friend was your money. Any mess that will come on and miss. So I'm on my way. 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 I'm on my way.
Amando, you are the famous star now. So what is happening?
West African, mainly Liberian dishes.
How long has this business been in operation?
We've been in business for about 5 years now.
How has the cooperation of the community been?
It's been pretty much supportive, not just Africans, but also our brothers and sisters of the African American community also been supportive, as well as other African and even other nationalities. so far, so good. We've been having a lot of support from different ethnic groups and different nationalities.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Today is a little chilly. It's in the high 40s or low 50s this morning in Providence, Rhode Island. We're not getting much higher. So I saw clouds, but I didn't see no precipitation. But make sure you check in news this morning, okay? What happened over the weekend in Boston, man? I just went up to get some coffee and I saw the news with all these students having an uproar in Boston. The police, everybody around. A few people were arrested. What's happening with them? What happened to our people in South Korea? Owen Brown and Daniel Tar. What happened to the two guys who were charged with raping those Korean minors? The parents have no information. The family have no information on them. The guys in a deep Korean hole, man. And somebody said in the paper they're just gonna keep those guys there for years, then just release them one day and send them back, deport them to Africa. So, you gotta be careful when you go to these people's country, man. You gotta be careful. Even when you come to the United States of America, you gotta be careful. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. We keep telling you all that. You come to these people's country, you act badly, thinking that when you say, I didn't know that was the law, you get away with it. No. All of us know who have experienced life and got some kind of education that ignorance of the law is no excuse. Because you do not know the law doesn't mean that when you violate the law, they will let you go. No. You have a duty to know, because your right ends where other people's rights begin. If you don't understand that, then you don't understand the mystery of life. Because what they say is you cannot infringe upon other people's rights. That's what it means. Where your rights end, other people's rights begin. So you be mindful of yourself, because everybody got rights and liberties and opportunity, rights to opportunities, and everything you entitled to, other people entitled to it too. So today's topic, let's talk about my people today. Like survivors of the St. Peter's Lutheran Church Massacre in 1990. Liberians must rise up in unison and file a class or citizens action lawsuit against George Weah and his government. 2, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, 2022 Autumn Festival. It was this weekend. I didn't have a chance to go on Saturday, so I went on Sunday, and it was wonderful. So you check it out. I'll talk about it later. So let me take a break, and we'll get back to what we need to know about this world and everything. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. This morning, I'm at the Black Business Association. And before me is the founder and CEO, Miss Lisa Wrangling. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Chesson. Thank you so much for being here with us. We are so excited when you come through these doors. It's always so refreshing to see you and to welcome you to the Rhode Island Black Business Association. And of course, I am your awesome friend, Miss Lisa Wrangling, founder and CEO of this great organization we go by and call REBA.
Lisa, tell us about REBA.
Yeah, REBA is an organization. Can you imagine? We're going on 12 years old. Rhode Island Black Business Association was founded to create opportunities and build community through business development. And we support small businesses. We help them with access to capital, access to technical assistance for them to grow and thrive and create jobs. And we know when businesses are creating jobs, they actually hire real people. We are moving people from poverty to sustainability. It's a win-win for all of us. In addition, we offer a 7-month leadership development training program that is geared towards high-performing professionals. Again, in Rhode Island, we know that we're hearing people are saying we can't find people of color, Black and brown leaders. Well, in partnership with University of Rhode Island and the Department of Labor and Training, we are offering a 7-month leadership development training program that is going to impact companies out there. So any company that wants to diversify their workforce, they need to connect with the Rhode Island Black Business Association. We can help them with their talent development, their pipeline program. Right now, we have over 50 professionals that will be starting in the next cohort in the fall, in October. And again, this is a program that is funded by DLT and in partnership with University of Rhode Island. We are changing the face of leadership in Rhode Island. In addition, we have several other programs. The microloan program, which grants loan anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. And we have a forgivable loan program up to $5,000. You can find us on web, www.ri-bba.org, or you can call the office at 401-383-1179. We look forward to servicing you. Join us.
What message do you have for the people?
Well, we have our upcoming gala coming up October 28th. Friday, October 28th, it will be at the Omni. Tickets will go on sale. Early bird tickets will go on sale very shortly. Connect us, and we look forward to servicing you and having a good time this fall.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We look forward to talking with you again soon.
Alrighty. Take care. Stay blessed.
Bye-bye. Liberians, we have to rise up as one collective body of people and begin to file lawsuits against George Weah and his government for the atrocities that have occurred in our country. And these people who committed these acts of violence and atrocities against our people are still running around in our country, leading our country, running around free as responsible men and women with money that belongs to our country. You know what really hurts me? All the things we're talking, it doesn't matter. Because when I hear educated Liberian people talking, I think that tribalism. I think we are so imbued with tribalism and sectionalism. Some of the things we talk, it sounds so stupid. When you hear educated people who are podcasters talking about, oh, George Weah will steal the money, he's going to live or happily ever after. How you steal our money and go live happily ever after? What kind of people are we? You go to school, you get degrees, they teach you everything in the book, then you come, you see people steal, then you sit down and say, that person will steal and go live happily ever after, and you know that money belongs to you and your people, and you have no interest in fighting for it. You accept the fact that this man is going to steal the money and retire and sit down a millionaire on our money. You see, that's the thing about my country I don't understand, that and my people. I've been trying to understand this thing, but tribalism. We scared of each other. One tribe scared to fight the other. Only the Congo people can punish people. And they themselves afraid. If we know how we're going to run our government, then all better steal everything and just go to hell. But you can't live in a system like this where everybody accepts stealing as a way of life. Oh, when a man come there, you will steal, then you go sit again. No, I can't live like that. I can't live like that, man. I work too hard for my money. I want to see my country get better. I want to see everybody live in my country the same way. How people will live the same way when one group of people have accepted the fact that to steal is good. To steal is a normal way of living in Liberia. We have accepted it. When you say a man will steal and go sit down, and we sit down and don't do nothing about it, we'll not prosecute that man, just like George Weah they're doing now with these warlords and criminals in our country. That's why we got to rise up and prosecute these people. People can't just kill our people and we sit there and act like nothing happened. People can't just rip our children and we just talk, nya, 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 nya. Then when it comes to action, we all run in the shit and hide. What kind of people are we? Huh? What kind of cowards are you people? You can only fight war when it comes to fighting for food and things like that. But when fighting for your daily bread, which includes also your family, you can't do that. Protecting your nation, you can't do that. Why you think we're in this mess today? Because our mentalities are screwed up. If we accept the fact that people will steal our money and go sit down and live a good life, who are we? Who are we? Yes, people get away with it. Plenty of people get away with it. Even in this United States of America, people get away with it. That don't mean it right. And to get caught, because everywhere ain't got people like me. You know, I was surprised. I met one of my boys that we used to work together, and the guy was telling me, he said, you know, just some of these new guys just like you, man. I said, well, you might have just like, you know, just like you, man. You know, I used to be. You just by the book. He said, most of the new guys, man, the new lieutenants and things, they just like that too, man. People that visit all these guys just like Chesson, these guys just, because that's how I am. You know, I believe in what I do. I want to see things that I touch progress and advance. When I start something, I want to fail. That's why I want people around me that have the same mentality, not because of power, not because of greed, not because of self-aggrandizement. That means you want to raise yourself up to be great and grand and all of that. Not because of that, but because we want to see what we're doing, achieve production. We are producers. We are producers. When you start something, you got to keep it going. Encourage people to get involved and build it up. When people steal, you punish them. You don't say they will go sit down with our money and be rich and enjoy the fruits of stealing. And our people suffering, man. No, man. Yeah, come on, man. We can do better than this, man. I don't care what tribe you come from, man. Who cares what the hell tribe you come from? You are Liberian. And if you don't have the sensibility to stand up like a man or woman, then shame on you, tribal man or woman. What's wrong with y'all? People steal from us and y'all want to bring your native BS in the show. What's wrong with y'all? When we're going to change? When our country will grow? Everybody come, they want steal. It's been going on for a long time, man. I remember I told you I was working in the census with my friends then, and we used to go to the villages to collect money in the census, to go do the census. Those guys used to collect dollars from all the poor people in the hut. I mean, I couldn't comprehend that. I couldn't. Is that a way to get rich? I really couldn't comprehend that because it bothered me. Because I could see the people suffering. And we came from good homes, man. We ate every morning before we went to work. We wore good clothes. Then we go in the villages to we poor people. Then these very guys, young guys, man, my father boys go there and squeeze $1 off all the people that go to census with. How do we do those kind of things? I mean, all my friends today, I used to look at them funny, man. I said, man, how you do this kind of thing, man? You see the people suffering. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about clothes. You don't have to worry about anything but go to school and come do this thing for your part-time job. The people, this is the daily bread, man. You go take $1 from the people. It hurt me. It hurt me, and those are the things that hurt me. Because when our children doing that, at young ages, what do you expect for them to do when they become men and women? Straight to the damn prison. That's where they belong. And this is our society. Our whole society is corrupt because we accept corruption as a normal way of life. And that is wrong. That is wrong. We don't have to be a great nation. We just have to be a good nation. Just a good nation where our people will have the means to survive. The means to have access to the things that all people in our society are supposed to have access to, not only a few. You know, when we deprive our people of these things time and time again, yeah, man, it just creates a vicious cycle. People just begin to hate each other for no reason, hate each other. Oh, we hate you for this. And you don't know what you're hating the people for. You're just hating them because somebody did something to you somewhere down the line. Come on, man, people. We're in a modern day and age now, man. People have died for stealing and corruption. I can't accept that fact. Because my pa died, and I come to steal from my country and break it down to punish my people or uplift myself because they have wronged me. No. That's my duty to prevent that thing from happening again. And how do we prevent it from happening again? Education, good leadership, fairness, our ability to strive for equality. Nothing is equal. We can't achieve anything we want to achieve in these few years. We've been backward for so long, man. Almost 40 years we've been backward. It would take a miracle for us to come back to a wholesome functioning government, at least like we were in 1980. But in 1987 and before 1980, we still have problems. So we're going to make our nation better than 1980. Yes, those years were good, far better than what they are now. Sometimes I sit down and I think one of the things we had in Liberia, man, how we should have those floats doing parades. We had those floats with all the girls on it, dressed up in their different designs, and people from up country coming with their floats, with their band. I remember the Bassa County had a bad band. They had a bad band, man, the marching band. Anytime Bassa hit Monrovia go crazy for the Bassa band boys. So they could play. They could play like hell. They could challenge any band in Liberia, even in the army and police. So we should look forward to seeing them come to Monrovia to participate. And this is how it should be, man. This is how our nation should be. Monrovia should not be the center of everything. You know, the only time should be the center of everything when we're coming from up country to compete. We're all like the county meet. Because we're coming to compete. Not because we want to see Monrovia, because all qualify to play in county meet, to play competitive sport. And when we come to Monrovia and do those kind of things to people in Monrovia and go back home, that's why I love the 1980 county meet. That's the best basketball I ever played in my life when I represented Bond County. That year, Cotterton represented Bond County. And we swept the county meet. We won everything from basketball, soccer, tennis, football, volleyball. We just swept the county meet, man, that year. Because we're students, we're all we're together, we always used to play together. So that year, Banga just came to instead of coming to Monrovia to recruit people, they just came to Banga and said, we want you to play for, want you to represent us, man. We said, yeah, no problem. And once we agreed, David Chair and Matthias Nime said, hey, we're coming to join you too. So we had David Chair, Matthias Nime, and the whole continent team, man. That was a masterpiece of a basketball team. I mean, it was so powerful. I played guard. I usually play forward. I never play center much, but I usually play forward. But when these guys came to us, we had Matthias, Charlie, Wadsworth, and Matthias Dimlin. Those guys played the front. The front court. I played the guard. Me and Bill Wadsworth were the guards. I mean, just imagine, we played forward all the time. We had these tall guys, and we were playing guard. Massacre were petrified. Ask John Gabbett to ask all the boys from Massacre. They were petrified. Because they didn't expect an up-country team like that. And none of us stayed in Monrovia during the county meet. We're all up in Banga in vacation school. The Banga officials were had easy access to us because we're all in school, in summer school. So the king were all just sitting around. They said, play for us. I said, yeah, we'll go play for you. And we never came Monrovia. The whole county meet, we stay in Banga. We practice up country. Hours before the game, we got in a bus and drove down to the game. And you know, when you're up country, that the atmosphere, because you that's mountainous country up there. The atmosphere is not as thick as down in Monrovia area because it's colder up there. So we're training up there. When we came Monrovia, man, we had super speed because up there we were difficult to breathe because of the summer light air, were cold up there. That was almost like fall time here. It was the same thing up there, cold, just chilly. And we practiced all day, all night, go to school, come back, practice. Game time, we just came down and beat everybody with 20 points, 30 points, and went right back. We beat Massacre with 20 points too. Easy. So that was the best ball I ever played. And when we got back after the county meet, there were 5,000 people in Banga to meet us, greet us, and welcome back. You see, so our country is so rich, man. Our country is so rich. For us to see these people just stealing from us, we can't do nothing but it. We just accept the fact that people will steal from us, people will kill our people will rape our people with impunity. The time for our people is now. This is our time. And we fail to take advantage of it. We fail. Though I see Yeke Kalaba doing his protest, it's necessary. We have to be open to our country. We have to stand for our country. We have to fight for our country. We have to die for our country. Or what they used to have in our country. Then we are not patriots. Who will stand up for our country? Nobody. Everybody just stealing. I was listening to KTV. Yeah, that was KT. I was listening to the commentator when not Moses, the other guy. But anyway, you were saying that, George Weah coming to take his money, you would leave the office and go sit down there and just be rich. And I'm listening. I said, man, what's wrong with you guys, man? You guys fighting for our country, then you see the man will steal the money, and nobody talking about fighting for getting our money back. Nobody talking about it. And I told you, I said, anything happen, when I get there, we're going straight to Ellen Johnson selling and collect $20 million from her. I don't care about anything she did. Why? Because she accepted the fact that her son destroyed a local and stole $10 million, and she said she is responsible. Oh yeah, you responsible? We're collecting it from you. We're collecting it for you. We're collecting it for you. You can't go like that. Because this is where I stand. People can't just rip our country off. People can't just do evil to us and get away with it. Tamam money too. All these people just getting millions of dollars, and we educated, we just as qualified, and these people taking our country on a ride with our wealth. It's not right, man. It's not right. Then we'll go to talk about it. People don't want to hear it. Yeah? We either hear it or bear the consequences. We either hear it or bear the consequences. Because this world will soon be destroyed. You see all the crazy people ruling our world now, talking about bombing the world, using nuclear weapons, talking about it like that's something a fun thing to talk about. Take it for a joke. First, when people talk about nuclear things and then we get pissed off. Now everybody taking it for a joke. You know, people think you can just talk about killing people and get away with it. Look at what Russia doing to the Ukrainian people. You know, that's not right. They could do the same thing to us. Who has stopped them? Who has stopped them? So these are the standards we got to set for our country. Nobody will do it for us. We got to set these standards for ourselves. And if we don't do it, and we want to put it in the hands of other people still to do it like we did in 1980, that all trouble was destroyed. Trouble then could have protected our country. But he said foreigners were coming to protect us. You got a military, you got security, everything. Your security only to suppress your own people. Foreigners coming to attack you. You talking about another nation will defend you. You know, you see that's why when you talk about Toba and my body and all that, I don't say a word. Because if they can sit down and depend on another nation 5,000 miles away to come defend Liberia in case of an invasion, they deserve to be killed. They deserve it. They deserve it. Why do you think America gave us all this money and trained our military? For us to protect ourselves. For us to protect ourselves against foreign and domestic enemies. We got a captain in our army. The captain talking about, I asked the captain, I said, Tokope, when the people come to attack us, what you do? Oh man, 5 minutes USB. 5 minutes USB. We could be destroyed in 2 minutes. Then we had to wait for 3 minutes for you see how people thought? You're a military captain. I was so shocked. Because I expect the guy to tell me I would take my damn special forces and we'll go up there, we'll call that. We'll call it. We'll kick them, bring them down, tear them apart. Then you talk about foreigners will come 5,000 miles to save us. I look at him, I want to tear all his signals off his uniform. Are you a captain? Huh? Instead of go die for your country. The only captain in our army that got pride and prestige that deserved something was Rhode. Captain Rhode. He died fighting. He died fighting. Those are the kind of people you respect. Not people who run away. You say you soldier when shit hit the fan and you talking about foreigners will come to save you. What foreigners coming to save you? That's why our country was destroyed. And our country will be destroyed again for the same ignorance and backwardness of our leaders and the masses of our people that's supposed to be watching our national security. They don't know what it is to watch national security. They want other people to come and watch it for us. My people, our country is doomed. Our country is doomed. Nothing saving our country will go back. People talk about election next year. How we have election? The people that steal all the money. How we have election? They can't even get the NEC correct. The NEC people at NEC don't know what they're doing. How we have election? All the branches of our government kaput. They kaput. They're not steal. Nothing no more in the country. They not break the country down. Totally. So y'all think we have an election? Y'all better pray we don't go back to this war. We don't go back to war. Because what will happen if people don't have election? Why they say they're going to postpone election? Everybody will accept it? They got to give us a reason why. If they say no money, we know that all the money they been missing, the $11 million for rice, the 25 million mop up money, the other 16 billion. Everybody just getting money, missing. So we ain't got nothing nowhere. So my people, that's my topic on this. We got to protect ourselves. If these guys don't want to, Prince Johnson's carrying all these guys, or they got in cahoot, they don't want to go to court, they don't want to start the war crimes court, the survivors of the Lutheran Church have already taken action. They have already filed a class action lawsuit against these people for the atrocities that happened to them and their families on that day. Every victim of our country who suffered at the hands of Prince Johnson, George Boley, and every one of those people leading our country today need to get up and file class action suits. You don't have to file it together. If 4 people file it so, 5 people file class action so, but you must all be victims. You must have a standing in your suit. That means you must be affected personally. The whole country was affected, but certain people were affected more than other people, like the Massacre people. Those people were in a safe haven. They were in a Red Cross shelter. That was supposed to be a protected area. And those guys went in there and massacred them. They got to account for them. You can't go in the international facility and just massacre people to that. You got to account for that. You see, so the guys can't escape that. You see, so if you got 4 people, 5 people who being raped by Prince Johnson and shot, their relative being shot in your presence, all these things, you can got evidence. All of you can do 4, 3, 3, 5, 5. You can find people to file the cases pro bono. You'll go to Ghana. You'll go to, because plenty lawyers in Liberia may not know how to file cases with the ECOWAS. So that Ghana and all the places you'll file. And what the court will do, if they get many cases from Liberian people against George Weah, say 4 people file so, 3 people file so, 5 people just filing claims against George Weah government for failing to prosecute war criminals and protect their lives and the lives of your family. Just keep filing in law school. When the court get all these lawsuits, they'll put them together. What the court will do, the court will look for the similar facts, similar issues, similar rule of law governing the case. If all the cases are similar, they will combine all of them into one class action, that we call class action, because people filing different suits for the same reason. So instead of going through each suit, you bring a suit today, one suit for John against Weah. The next day, somebody bring a suit by Peter against Weah. The next day, another person bring a suit by David against Weah. So the court can't deal with all those issues separately. Why? It would take up too much time. They couldn't get time for that. Why? Because all those cases against one person. All those cases may be for the same reason. All those cases by people who have been victimized by this one person. So if they have the same facts, oh yes, I was working for John Brown did me bad, he stole my money, I want to talk about it, he slapped me, and kicked me out the door and slammed the door in my face, and I left. He mistreated me. Then you got all people who been fired at that. The similar way y'all come together. Instead of filing singularly, all of you get together and file one lawsuit. At that rate, the lawsuit amount will be higher. All the plaintiffs we bring together, the court will not have to deal with separate issues that are similar. So you will just combine all of you and go to against them, man, and the settlement for damages may be more, way more. You may get more if the court come to find out that this person did this to all of you against the law. They will take a punitive action. Not only will they solve the problem, they will punish them. They will do punitive charges against them and give you an exorbitant amount just a punishment against them. Okay? So there are many ways the court will deal with class action suit, but you cannot sit down and be supine and let these evil people get away. You got to stand up. Okay? You got to stand up. If we stand up, nobody will stand up with us. But when the people see us protesting and calling for this, and the U.S. war crimes woman came to Liberia, why do you think she came to Liberia? because people standing up. We tired. We talking. They're trying to shut us up. They're not shutting up. Aluta continue. The time of the Liberian people is now. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly.
What's going on? Jalal O'Connor from Fit First Ride, located 1655 Elmwood Ave, Princeton, Rhode Island. We take care of all your personal training needs. We have 7 trainers here, including 2 boxing trainers. So whatever your goals, we can help you out. Come through, hit us up 401-588-9517. We are Fit First RI on Instagram and all social media platforms.
Okay, this weekend was the people in Rhode Island, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, on the other side, had the Autumn Festival this weekend. I missed Saturday, but I didn't miss Sunday, and it was fantastic. I mean, this was the biggest festival I've seen with so many stalls and booths, and man, this place was just big. I had a whole hard time walking around, seeing everything. It was painful for me with my little old bones, you know. So I got the tape for you all to see. I recorded it yesterday, and as usual, Chesson Worldwide Communication is on the go. We got the tape for you.
Yeah. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, check my repertoire, don't check me now. That's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me now. That's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never fold, never ever fold, never ever stone a Rolling Stone till I'm in Rolling Stone. Bet I'm close to goal, need a place, need a safer bank. I've been saving change, I need some space. Chatting in my face, get from around my way. Ay, what you saying, where you at now? I swear that once I leave my city, never coming back down. Wait from pushing tapes to glowing up around the map now. Real hot summer, keep my cool, I never act out. Ay, yes indeed, recognize what you want may not be what you need. Won't take control of me, but I got mouths to feed. Hustle smart, nah, hard to still get it by any means. Please, never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me now. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me now. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Had to get it by myself. Bad decisions had me living down in hell. Paranoia, so I keep it by my belt. Losing sleep, I know the sleep won't be no help. Nah, it's no contest, S on my chest. Whole squad gon' flex, yeah, you know that's set. They had mentioned competition, I'm here like, what's that? Heard your last 2 tracks, you're not eating all that. Pockets swole on me, since 15, haters been tryna roll on me. Move smarter, no drama, you know, homie. Whole team round me, ready on go, homie. Yeah, you know, homie, ay. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me now. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me now. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. in the front. Old school fast life. Get the rap in it. Pick up in the front. Old school fast life. Get the rap in it. Pick up in the front. Old school fast life. Get the rap in it. Pick up in the front. Old school fast life. Wolf and the SUV rolling up next to me, old enough to take you over Sesame. But if you never seen a grown man rock jewelry like me, jealousy be coming over you, then you bite me. All these other people, they be cool and just like me, talking about the homies and I usually write me. Rap in it. Pick up in the front. Old school fast life. Wolf and the SUV rolling up next to me, old enough to take you over Sesame.
You be all in your feelings. I've been all in them trenches. Know they notice me flexing. All of my fitness. My head big, let it down, see me shining. My head big, let it down, see me shining. Talk, 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 talk. Talk, 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 talk. My head big. She call me Poppy. My head big. She call me Poppy. No, they notice me flexing. My head big, let it down, see me shining. My head big, let it down, see me shining. My head big, let it down, see me shining. My head big, let it down, see me shining. Only thing. Talk. Only thing. Only thing.
agent here at AmeriLife, and I help people with their Medicare, life insurance, and annuities. If you ever need anything, please give me a call. My number is 434-426-9493. And we're located in Cranston, Rhode Island.
Every good thing must come to an end, and so must my show. I see you tomorrow. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? I see you tomorrow. Right?